The blank page is a monster. Every single day it stares back at you and it asks the same terrifying question. What are you going to post today? This pressure to create is the single biggest killer of expert brands. It leads to burnout, it leads to inconsistent posting, and it leads to a feeling of being on a content treadmill, constantly brainstorming, guessing, and hoping something will finally resonate. And I've seen this frustration countless times with my clients. They are powerhouses, experts in their field, passionate and incredibly smart, but they're creating content randomly without a clear, repeatable process. They're exhausted. Am I speaking to you? Am I connecting with you? Well, this exact struggle, which I saw again and again, is what inspired me to go back to my TV roots and build a system to solve it, because I was having the same issues as well. In fact, I'm still perfecting it every day, but I think I've got something down right now. In Hollywood, we don't just hope for good ideas. We build a machine that generates them. So I took that model and adapted it into a framework I now call your personal writer's room. Yeah, it's your writer's room. So today I'm going to give you that system. It's a 3-step framework designed to get you off the content treadmill for good. Sounds good? All right, here we go. Step 1, the idea capture system. Every great TV show starts with a flood of ideas. The writer's room is a space where every thought, no matter how small or random, is captured. The rooms are brilliant. It's amazing. You need the same thing for your brand. Your brain is for having ideas, but your brain is not really good at holding them. You need an external system, some sort of digital vault to capture every single spark of inspiration. So what could this be? It could be your notes app, a voice memo, Slack channel, notebook, whatever works for you. The tool does not matter, but the habit does. So you've got that, but what do you capture? I'm going to give you some examples. Client conversations. Every question a client asks, every breakthrough they have, every struggle they mention is a piece of content. Your own stories. The story about your daughter's band camp? The contractor issue with your flip house? Well, these aren't random life events. They're analogies, they're metaphors, and lessons in disguise. What about your opinions? What's a common belief in your industry that you completely disagree with? That's not an argument. That's a pillar piece of content. What about things you consume? There's a line from a podcast, a scene from a movie, a quote from a book. Capture it. I walk almost every day and I listen to podcasts, and I make sure I have my notes app open so that anytime anything brilliant is said on a podcast, I log it into my digital tool. The simple habit of capturing raw ingredients immediately takes the pressure of having to invent something from scratch every day. And you know what? A great meal is never created out of bad ingredients. So get those ingredients somewhere. So step 2, the content buckets. So a writer's room is not just a pile of ideas. It's organized. Ideas are grouped by character, by plot line, by theme. So for your brand, these are going to be your content buckets. These are the 3 to 5 core themes that you want to be known for. They're the pillars of your brand. So for me, it might be the only, the $2 bill brand, Hollywood storytelling, and personal branding. And I'll throw in personal life stories and maybe midlife entrepreneurship. So everything you capture in step 1 gets sorted into one of these buckets. The random client question, it goes in be the only bucket. That movie scene, it's a great analogy for the Hollywood storytelling bucket. So suddenly your pile of random ideas starts to look like a content strategy. You're organizing your ingredients by recipe. And when I work with clients, we identify their core buckets based on their unique value. So now, instead of a blank page, they look at their buckets and ask a much easier question. What's a story I can tell today from my bucket name, Bucket? All right, we got step one, we got step two. Now we got step three, the development process. In a writer's room, a small idea gets developed. A one-line premise gets broken down into scenes, acts, and a full episode, and you need to do the same with your content. This is where you apply the, wait for it, the holy $2 bill TV factor that we talked about. You take a raw idea from one of your buckets and you develop it into a full piece of content. How can I make this entertaining? What's the story? What's the hook? What's the emotional core? How can I make this educational? What's the framework? What are the clear actionable steps? And how can I make this exciting? What's the transformation? What's the aspirational outcome? This development process is what turns a simple thought into a valuable asset. It's what turns random spaghetti into a structured, compelling.